Good evening. This is CTV News for Tuesday, May 27th. I'm Patricia Vallone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Well, the Prince George's County Council is slated to adopt a $3.4 billion budget proposal for fiscal year 2015, while also trying to fill in a massive shortfall for FY 2014. The Baker administration requested a 5% increase in the general expenditure budget for the FY 2015 budget, but funds for grant programs would be cut by nearly 2%. Meantime, nearly three-quarters of the $62.5 million budget shortfall for FY 2014 can be attributed to the county's 4 public safety agencies going over budget. Well, a District Heights police officer is on trial for allegedly shooting a man in the back. The incident happened in September 2012 following a traffic stop. Sergeant Johnny Riley faces multiple charges for allegedly opening fire on a theft suspect who was trying to escape custody. Rochelle Metzger is in Upper Marlboro with more.
District Heights police officer Johnny Riley is in court here in Upper Marlboro today. He's accused of shooting and paralyzing a man who was handcuffed and trying to flee police custody. During a traffic stop in September 2012, Sergeant Riley arrested Calvin Kyle for allegedly stealing a motorcycle. Prosecutors say Riley handcuffed Kyle and placed him in the back of a cruiser. At some point, Kyle was able to escape and began running down the street, his hands still cuffed behind his back. Prosecutors say Riley pursued Kyle, firing shots with his service weapon, striking him twice in the back. Kyle is now paralyzed from the waist down. Riley is charged with attempted murder, assault, misconduct in office, and gun offenses. Jury selection is underway this afternoon. Attorneys are expected to deliver opening arguments tomorrow. In Upper Marlboro, I'm Rochelle Metzger, CTV News.
And the trial is scheduled to last 1 week. Well, the Democratic candidates for Lieutenant Governor faced off in a rapid-fire debate this morning. Howard County Executive Ken Ullman, Prince George's Delegate Jolene Ivey, and Pastor Delman Coates made their cases on News Channel 8's 10 a.m. broadcast. The 3 candidates discussed controversial issues, including job creation, decriminalization of marijuana, and the botched rollout of the state's universal health care website. Ullman spent most of the hour defending relentless attacks by Ivey, while Coates attempted to show Mizzier as a viable alternative to the opposition.
To live in peace and to have the peace of mind that they're living in a community that's safe from gun violence. Leaders, unfortunately, in some quarters of the state have doubled down on failed approaches to crime that do not work. Locking people up and throwing away the key is not the only way to address crime in our state.
And right now we have about a 40% recidivism rate, which is really unacceptable. I have heard the Lieutenant Governor say that it was pretty good, but I'm pretty shocked about that. We seem to have a lot of problems that he just spins and says that we're doing pretty well in Maryland with that.
We know we need to do a lot more. When it comes to recidivism, when the O'Malley Brown administration took over, the rate was about 50%. Now it's about 40%. Move in the right direction. A lot of work to do. We have a 10-point plan to make progress on recidivism.
And Ullman, Ivey, and Coates are respectively on the Brown, Gansler, and Mizzier tickets in the June 24th primary elections. Well, power outage at a Landover elementary school forces it to shut down for the day. It happened just after 9 this morning at Highland Park Elementary. Administrators made the decision to bus the students to Fairmont High School, and that was for the rest of the day. Officials say the power went out after a fuse blew and smoke became visible on the second floor. The fire department was called and no one was injured as students made their way out of the building.
As to what was going on, just as we were, and they were okay with being relocated. You know, parents were very responsive in terms of either waiting around if they dropped their children off to the school. Many of them decided to have their children remain at home.
And power was restored earlier this afternoon. You are watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone.